I couldn't care less if he's upset. I'm concerned about my children, my grandchildren, and the fact that we are stealing from them. He's going to have to embrace, I think, a smaller, beautiful bill, and then another beautiful bill.
All right, let's bring in Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson, welcome. My calculations, you want another $6 trillion in spending cuts, pre-COVID baseline. I think a lot of us would like to see that, Senator. I just don't see politically how you get it done.
Well, I've been pretty consistent here. What I'm asking us to do is to do what the greatest generation did after World War I or after World War II. They returned to pre-war spending levels. That we need to return to a pre-pandemic spending level. I've laid out a number of options. And look, I'm not saying it's necessarily easy, but you have to do the work. You have to go line by line. DOGE shows us how to do this, line by line through the federal budget. You take a look at total expenditures, and I looked at Clinton in 98, Obama in 2014, Trump in 2019. Leave Social Security, Medicare, and interest alone, but all other outlays increased by population growth and inflation as your basic control. If you do that, your budget would be somewhere between $5.5 and $6.5 trillion, way below where we are right now in excess of $7 trillion. So again, I agree with your previous guess. We have a spending problem. I agree with Scott Besson, who said we don't have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. I don't want to increase anybody's taxes. We need to reduce the size and scope of government. You don't defeat the deep state. That's the reason I voted for President Trump, by funding it at President Biden's levels. But you have to do the work, and it's going to take time. What the House is doing right now, first of all, they're not even talking numbers. They talk about $1.5 trillion. Sounds like a lot. It's not. But you have to take the time to go through the budget. They're exempting most programs, looking at a couple, tweak them a little bit, try and get a CBO score, slapping their hands, go, hey, great, we delivered one big, beautiful bill. I'm sorry, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It's just not meeting the moment.
Well, I think their work requirements are very important, and I got to give them credit.
Absolutely.
For $1.5 trillion. They have a difficult coalition to put together. But, on the other side, look, economic growth is very important. I don't think the House is factored in enough. If you have these lower tax rates, and you may improve, the Senate may improve upon the tax component, throw the CBO out the window. Let's have a current policy baseline. Deficits to GDP already coming down. That's what the House numbers said. You get it down a lot faster and a lot deeper by going that route. So lower spending, sure, but growth and tax relief, those are components, Senator Johnson.
Well, we should have used current policy back in 2017. I would have been all for that. We shouldn't even be talking about an automatic tax increase. I would just extend current tax law. I would have done that right away. We could have done that by February, but we didn't do that. But again, the CBO, again, I'm not a real fan of them, but I think this is actually the rosy scenario. They're projecting $22 trillion of additional deficits over the next 10 years. And that includes an assumption that we're going to increase taxes, get about $4 trillion worth of revenue. If we don't do that, we're not going to get that $4 trillion. We may get it through growth. But again, you're not going to get it through growth if you continue to fund government and all this overregulation. Again, President Trump will cut regulation. I don't know who's going to be the president in the next 4 years. So this is our one moment. It's been an unprecedented increase in spending from $4.4 to $7 trillion, 58%. We should be able to get it down to a reasonable pre-pandemic. Again, 4.4 to 6.5, it's still an enormous increase, but it's a reasonable thing we ought to do. But you got to take the time and do the work.
What would a second and or third bill look like in your judgment? You've talked about 3 bills. You and I have had this conversation before. What would that look like?
Well, I think three bills is off the table because we're scrunching time now. So I would provide border. I'd hone the numbers, by the way. They're asking for way too much. Border, defense, bankruptcy savings, the House has already shown us. Again, they have done some good work, but we need to do more. I would extend the current tax code, and I'd increase the debt ceiling to give us a year. And by the way, that's going to be an enormous increase, but probably about $2.5 trillion just to get us into 2026. That ought to shock everybody. Then we sit down and then we do the hard work. I've proposed a budget review panel, senators, House members, OMB, bring forward those department heads that are budget gurus, make them justify. Why are you spending more than 2019 completely plussed up for population inflation? Explain yourself and how can you get back down there? In business, Larry, this would be a 5-minute conversation.
All right.
Listen, I told you guys, you can increase your budgets. You're 10% above it. cut it.
I got it. I hear you. Thank you, Senator Johnson. We want to give you all that time. We want to let you make your case. We'll see how this thing shakes out. Appreciate it. All right.